Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Kelly. Welcome to Be in the Change. I'm going to get started by reciting my inspiration. Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, which most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people will not feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Marianne Williamson. I'd like to say welcome to everybody who's watching me for the first time, and welcome back, and thank you to everybody who has seen me before and has been continuing with me on this journey. I stated in 2019 that I was breaking up with fear, I was breaking up with shame, and I was breaking up with guilt. And I was doing a weekly video for the entire year. And it was my New Year's resolution, and it was the first one that I set, and it was the first one that I actually followed through with. It wasn't the first one that I set, it was the first one that I set and actually told people out loud what it was, and I was able to do that. So it held me accountable, which is something that is very hard for me to do on my own. So I reported back to you that fear, shame, and guilt was with me, and it's been with me my entire life. And I expected it just to go away because I said I was breaking up with it, and it wasn't the case. But it is being removed from me, and I do feel it less and less and less every day. And you know, last week I was talking about in my video, if you haven't gotten a chance to see them, I invite you to watch them and go back. But I was talking about putting people on pedestals and how that's such a hard way to live and live up to. And you know, I don't watch the news a lot because it's like anxiety producing for me, which I already have enough anxiety on my own. I don't need to have it, you know, fed. But what I was thinking about today, because I never know what I'm going to say before I say this, I really believe God is speaking through me. But one of the things I want to talk about is the way my life has ran and how our country's being run too. And it was like attack and defend, attack and defend, attack and defend. And every time I felt attacked, I needed to defend myself. And I put myself in positions where I was constantly defending myself. And the gift that I have gotten, which is so amazing, and I've done a lot of emotional work, and I'm still doing it. I'm in multiple 12-step programs, and I talk to people on a regular basis. I pray, I read books. I don't really read them, I listen to audio, and they are awesome. So I am getting information constantly of how I can be better, how I can do better. And, you know, I don't have to defend myself anymore. I don't need to protect myself anymore. And as I've been able to do this, what is going away from me are people who attack me, are people who I used to feel like I needed to prove myself to. They are disappearing on their own, and I don't have to do anything in order to make that happen. And I used to. I constantly had to tell people over and over again, this isn't right for me, and I really meant this, and this is what I said, and you didn't really hear me. And now it doesn't matter. It's like I've been given the gift of grace, and I know it. And the gift of grace for me is I don't need to go back and prove myself to anyone ever. And I've had situations, and it's been mostly with men, and I don't know why that is, but it's been mostly with men that they assumed that I meant one thing and I meant something else. And this is not sexual at all. This is like ego-based. And they assumed, one person assumed when I sent them a message that I was initiating a relationship, but I didn't have to respond to that, and I didn't have to defend it, and I didn't have to protect it. And then another one was an incident with an attorney that wanted me to prove myself to him, and I don't need to prove anything. I needed to get a new attorney, and I was able to do that. And then the next one was with somebody else who I was consulting for another opinion, and they assumed that I was going to use them for a service, and I wasn't going to. And all three of these instances, these men rejected me, which was awesome because I didn't have to do it. And it's being shed in such a way that I don't even have to do it anymore. I was exhausted. I'm so tired of like defending myself to people. But I didn't realize I was setting myself up for that over and over again. And it's so nice just to be able to just walk away with peace and love and wish them well and no harm. And I don't have to go back and prove anything except for that I'm okay. I know I'm okay. And that's enough. That's more than enough. So I'd like to say thank you to everybody who's watching me, to everybody who's been continuing to watch me. I know we're in a hard time right now. It is hard for everybody. We are going through a major, major shift, and it is happening to everyone, whether you want to believe it or not. But our world as we know it is ending, and we're coming into a new beginning. And a lot of times I've learned is things get worse before they get better. And even when I'm cleaning my house, it does not look like I'm cleaning. It looks like I'm making it worse. But then when it's done, it looks great. But the in-between is usually a little messy and a little ugly. And I feel like that's what we're in now. We're in the mess, and it's ugly. And it has to get worse before it gets better. But I've been working on myself and this stuff for my entire life, and I didn't know why I was doing it, but now I do. I know it's supposed to. All this work that I've done, I'm here to help people shift. And what that looks like is, you know what? To be the light in the darkness, and to shine as bright as I can so other people can see that when you're in the darkness, that there is a light, and it is not another train coming. So thank you to everyone who's watching. Please stay tuned, and I will see you all next week. So stay safe.